If your small RV is a mess and you're running out of room to store your things, check out these small RV organization ideas. So one of the things Doug did was he put in these handy storage shelves, and this is actually where we keep our clothes. I usually keep mine in a bag, and Doug has a pull-out drawer that he uses to keep his clothes in. My biggest Achilles heel in this situation has been the bottom of the closet. It has been a mess. So I've worked really hard to improve that storage area, and I'll show you what I did. I got 3 of these rechargeable LED lights that have adhesive on the back. They have an adhesive strip, and I'm gonna put them in the very, very dark closet. So in the closet, we put these motion activated lights in, which is really helpful because it's very dark in there and it's sometimes hard to see. This is top shelf right here is my shelf. What I do for my shelf right here is I just put a bag in there with my clothes, and that's where my clothes go. On Doug's shelf, he just uses this pull-out tray, and that's how he organizes his clothes. Our biggest problem was down here. And so what I did, I'll take the broom out, because the broom actually fits in there really well, was I got these clever made totes. And they're stackable, so I actually have one stacked on top of the other one, and the one that's on the bottom has things that we don't use very often, and then this one right here has the things that we use quite frequently. And then we have other things stored in there, our stepping stool that we don't use that frequently. The wheel lock for the trailer's right there. And then there's a small cooler in the back right there. So keep that there. So that's kind of how we have that organized in there with our clever made totes. And they are quite clever and they fit in there really well. So I think I've done a pretty good job of organizing that stuff. Put that all away. Oh, and while I'm here, I'll just show you how we do our trash. Right here is our bag for our trash, and it's hung on these command cord bundlers. So it's really easy to get off, and then we just take the bag of trash out like that. Another thing I've done recently is to organize this area. And what I did is I got one of those dish separators, so that keeps everything separate. Just fits right in there. Also, I have some of these. I also have some of these collapsible bowls, so those are really handy. They fit right in there. Love that. And they fit right inside of these normal bowls. I have a collapsible colander for straining pasta and stuff like that. The bottom comes off and it makes a colander. And then I have a collapsible cup. There we go. And then I have a little cutting board and a small cookie sheet. And then in the back here I have some storage containers. It's made this area quite organized. I really like it. And then over here, in this closet, I just have cups and stuff like that. And I got these at the dollar store, and they hold my cutlery, my plastic cutlery. In this cabinet, I got a spice rack, and that has almost doubled our space. Doesn't completely double the space, but I still have room here for larger items. I saw on the forums that some people were using this Dawn Power Wash for their dishes to make their dishwashing water last longer, so I got some of that. I haven't tried it yet though. So yeah, so there it is. There you have it. Doug frequently leaves his glasses and his keys laying on the counter like that, and then I go to make dinner and it drives me insane. So I have some ideas, but I'm hoping that in a minute you guys will help me with that. So I'll show you what I think I want to do, and if you could give me some input on that, I would really appreciate your help. A lot of ideas I've gotten off the forums or the Facebook groups, and I really appreciate some clever people with clever ideas like you. I'm not the be-all end-all at this, I'll tell you that right now. So this is the cupboard over the refrigerator right here. It's also a microwave storage cabinet, but we don't use a microwave. We rarely ever have hookups. So this storage option is a better option for us. So I have one of these Sterilite pull-out trays, and that holds a lot of food in there, my spices. And then I got these for the top. I actually tried stacking 2 of these Sterilite trays on top of each other, and you can do that, but these have more height. So you can put taller things in here than you can in there because they're open at the top. So I use those and I store food in there. So this is our pantry. Then back here, just some dry goods and stuff like that. Above that microwave cabinet is where I store my pots and pans. We had DVDs all filled up in here. We actually use our TV. We run our TV off the battery. It's right there. So that's the TV and the TV holder. And we had DVDs just piled in here. So I got this. It's just a DVD holder. And we just have our DVDs in there like this now. This is the Lagoon table, which I love. And it just makes it so much roomier in here. We used to have a table that was in the floor and no hole anymore. We got new flooring, so I said, hey, let's get this Lagoon table. And it has been the best thing ever because this thing moves around. When we go to bed at night, it sits right there. That way we can get out of bed. We were really struggling getting out of bed at night when the table was right there. And then when we want to eat, we just pull it out like that. And also it makes it easier to get to the TV, which is right here. So we got this TV mount and the TV's just plugged in right there. There's a cigarette lighter plug. One of the other things that I got that I really like are these little storage boxes. And they're really handy for storing all kinds of junk. It's like a junk storage box right there. More of these storage boxes. 2 of them fit in there quite nicely. Doug put in this outlet right here so that we could plug in our phones. And then we use this total mount to put our phones in there, so that's handy. It has sticky tape on the back, and so it sticks to the wall. On Doug's side of the bed, he has the controller. Our heads are on this side of the casita so that we can watch TV over there. This is where we keep our silverware, and so we just have a silverware tray right there. Then another tray right here for utensils. Down here, I have another clever made tote. So it just makes things a lot more organized. I really like it. Everything was thrown down in there before, so that's really helpful. Clever made tote. I got 3 of them. So in our casita, we have a towel rack the casita provided. And we use these quick dry towels. We don't use regular towels because these dry out really fast, especially here in California where the humidity is very low. And then we have quick dry hand towel, quick dry washcloths on our command hooks. So I use command hooks all over. I really like them. And then we have these storage cubbies that came with the casita. So I also use this command cord bundler to hold my shower curtain back, and this is a quick dry shower curtain. I think it's really considered a shower curtain liner, but it dries out really fast and it feels nice on my skin because it's not plastic. And then that's a storage cubby that came with the trailer, so that holds our cleaners and stuff like that. I got a little trash can from the dollar store so that we could put our trash in there. In this cubby we store toilet paper and our toilet drop-ins we have in there, and gray water odor control. Some casita trailers have doors where you can get into this storage area underneath the bed, but ours doesn't. So we have these storage hatches. We have our toolbox in there because it was in the bottom of the closet and it had to come out to organize that. On my bed I have this, and I keep tissues and lip balm and pins and a notebook and all that kind of stuff in there. Actually I had to Velcro it down there to hold it. Like I said, we don't have hookups very often, so we store our hose down here, and then there's just some extra toilet paper. I meant to show you my paper towel holder. Isn't that awesome? So the paper towels don't roll all over the casita when we're driving. In the refrigerator, I also use these same trays, and they keep things organized and they keep things from sliding around in the refrigerator. I really like them. Command hooks everywhere. Can't get the red ones anymore. These are for keys. My goal was to get Doug to stop putting the keys on the counter. and to put them on these command hooks. The Stromberg Carlson trailer tray has been a godsend for us to store our Honda generator, and we have this mount, locking mount, that one of Doug's friends made, so no one can steal the generator. Isn't that awesome? And then we have a mount for Rotopax, and so we mounted our Rotopax gas can onto the Stromberg Carlson trailer tray. And then the propane tanks just sit in the back there. This compartment right here is underneath my bed. So we have a little box in there. And then that's our 25-gallon water tank back there. And Doug had to cut into the fiberglass in order to still have the storage space in this compartment, which is, I think, is really great. And then the storage for the battery compartment over here. And that is about all the space that there is outside, hence the Stromberg Carlson trailer tray. I got some of these thinking that I could hang it on the wall, and that's just not gonna happen. So if you have a suggestion on how I can get this to hang on the carpet, that would be great. Doug suggested Velcro. I don't have any Velcro that sticks to this carpet. So if you know of a Velcro that would work, or if there's some other idea that you have that I can stick this right here onto the carpet, I would greatly appreciate your suggestion, and please put that information in the comments below. If you'd like to take a look at some of the items in this video, I'll put a link in the description. If you enjoy watching these videos and you'd like to see other videos like these, hit the subscribe button. If you're interested in looking at some small trailers, check out these videos.